course, because Nilan and Shaman just yeah, put on their carry pants, went for it, and together with their squad, played it out cleanly. Which champion do we absolutely need to see in this last game, Bowacek? Tell me, what do we need here from these players?
What do we need or what do we want?
Both. Or what didn't we know we needed?
My brain is incapable of processing that question. But
Timo?
yes, Timu. No. Um, I want to see the Nunu Shaman. We
Definitely.
need the Nunu. Also, I don't know. We're not gonna see it because it's gonna be banned again on R3 probably, or the third ban for red side. I don't know, but I'm assuming Akali is gonna be taken away by red side again, just because both sides played and both sides can first pick it. So I don't think that's gonna come through, but I want to see it, especially on Moon Prince because we know he plays a mean Akali. Of course, he's played a mean everything up till now. So that's a very um, well, it doesn't really matter if he plays Akali or not. I just want to see it because, yeah, it's Moon Prince on Akali. Also, Lapis Lee Sin, want to see that as well. Not gonna
There we
happen.
go.
No, neither
Going
of those things
into
is
the
gonna happen.
draft, expecting, of course, the support bands, the Kami ban, gonna go in there. And there goes the Leona. Where is that trash ban? Probably not gonna have to wait too long on this. And Electro, haven't seen his Shen these games. Not sure if it was banned last time around, but I know in the first banning, he got 3 of his laners banned. And Nilan letting his own Kai'Sa getting banned there. Probably do not want to give Managaputs a chance to steal his thunder on the champion, which is fair because he played a clean Kai'Sa game last game. And the Vel'Koz ban against Sklonky, he did play it earlier on in this week, but not gonna come true here. It's weird that they banned this now. I did not really expect that.
Did not expect the Vel'Koz to be played either, but maybe they're banning it because Clonky and Moon Prince switched teams, and that the coach of Blue Side don't know if who that is exactly at this point. Maybe he knew that Clonky wanted to play it and takes it away now, as of course we do see the Akali gets taken away. Kai'Sa don't want to let them first pick that as well, but the Camille is open because of the Vel'Koz ban, and we know Electro and Mortar both play it. Electro easily first picking that really quickly.
Or could we see a Camille versus Fiora? We've seen it earlier in the Trill Scouting grounds, and that was amazing to witness that matchup. So it might come again on the Rift today if they choose to pick it. Of course, Camille very heavy, but against the Jax is at least as amazing. Those are two heavy split pushers, and if one gets the outplay on the other and starts a snowball, it's so hard to come back from this. Not even sure who wins that matchup. It's a really crazy pick here by Mordar.
I mean, he played it last game. He played it well. He's comfortable on it. Electro is comfortable on the Camille as well. So I just think it's a skill matchup, champion wise. So we're gonna have to see who's the better Camille or Jax in this matchup. And then they pick up the Thresh for Meloko. We know he likes the Leona and the Thresh. Leona taken away third game in a row. Picks up the Thresh for a second time. And this is the first time we're seeing Graves being picked up here. Can go mid, can go jungle. We're
Oh no,
getting
there we go
trolled. We're
again.
getting trolled by Moon Prince this time. Graves
Why do
can
they
go
like to see us suffer?
can go mid, can go jungle. I'm assuming he's gonna go jungle. It will be a carry jungler for Lapis. That means instead of all the tanks he's been playing up till now. So that's actually something I'm really interested to see as well.
Ooh, the Rakan locked in. Love to see something different this time around. Maybe we could see a Rakan Xayah. It is still a really good combo, of course, with their skills being amplified when they're next to each other in the lane. We do have Meloko Stretch and Nunu Lilia still open once again for Shaman. I hope he's gonna change up the pace, not go for Lilia 3 times in a row, and maybe pick that Nunu. We see the Annie, but I'm expecting this to be a placeholder. Don't need to see if that is the case. Sure. And he is Kindred. We do get the confirmation here. So Shaman K picking up that Kindred in the jungle. So we do have 2 carries on both sides in the jungle. So we have some potential there. And also carries in the top lane. So I have a feeling that we will not see many tanks here this game.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of tanks coming through, and as Annie is the Kindred, we're looking at 2 carry junglers, 2 high damage junglers. A lot of resources going to be put into those 2 people, as the Yone is taken away from Clonky Karaga this time around. And at this point, as you said, not a lot of tanks going to be seen. We see a Rakan and Camila Graves. We need a mid laner and an AD. Of course, Menneke puts the Swain.
I just wanted to say this is such a good game to play Swain. You have so much AD on the top side and the jungle. You don't really need that AD carry damage because you got the damage part covered already, boys. Come on, you see this draft? If they pick the Swain now, they have the AP damage, they have some more tankiness in their team, and also someone who can go for the Zhonya to stall out his fights, who can bait a lot of skills. So Swain, a really, really solid pick here for this comp. So I hope that they go for it, because it would really fit their style, and Menneke Poets would be able to show what he can do. And next to their account, they have so much to see as well. But he is hovering the Ezreal. They might still go for something more standard. Misfortune being picked up by Nilan there for that bullet time combo.
Alright, and then we still have the mid laner to be picked by red side here. What are we expecting on Clonky as his... Yay! It is Swain.
Swain! Yes,
it does come
that's
through
the
eventually.
one.
So that is very nice to see, of course. Fancy gonna troll us with the Yasuo. Probably not gonna come through. Neither is Zed.
Do it, Fancy.
What are we
Just
expecting
lock
on
the
Clonky
Yasuo.
here? What are we expecting Clonky to go? Victor? Maybe?
I want the Yasuo, nothing else. But Victor is very much possible.
We're not gonna see the Yasuo. Orianna for Moonqueen, something he likes to play quite a decent amount of. And Victor into Orianna just means they're both gonna farm and be a control mage all game long. Could very well be possible. Of course, I think we've seen Clonky go Echo as well, which is possible versus the Orianna, but at this moment with Syndra Hover, I don't think we've seen him play it yet. The Echo eventually is going to come through, so that is always fun to see, as they are going to remake the lobby for the placeholder that was Annie should have been Kindred, of course. That's the one.
And again, we see some picks here that we haven't seen before for these players in the Proving Grounds, which is again good to change it up to show the scouts what they have in their arsenal. And I'm so happy that Menneke Poets went for the Swain. It was just the missing puzzle piece in their comp, and it gives me a lot of confidence that they are able to take it home just because they have that extra strength in the comp. And I'm just, yeah, I'm a Swain lover. I see Swain, I like. This is what it is. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Clonky on the Echo. We've seen him do very well on these assassin champions like Akali, and yeah, to some extent Yone is basically an assassin as well. So not going to surprised if he is going to perform well on this champion. And of course Electro's Camille, so scary, has been banned every time around. He finally gets to play it. Maybe they were expecting Electro to pick this if they leave it open and just have Mortar's Jax ready for the counter. So possibly they have a plan for this matchup. So we'll have to see if he has the chance to execute his Camille the way he wants to, or if they're just going to be able to shut him down in this 1v1, or perhaps with the help of Shaman. It's gonna be really interesting to see, because usually it's too good to be true if you get your favorite champion through the draft.
I mean, both Electro and Mortar got basically their favorite champion, I think. I think Mortar's really likes that Jax, we know that for sure. And of course Electro likes that Camille. Misfortune Thresh versus Swain Rakan. What are we thinking about this bottom lane matchup? Who's winning?
I expect Misfortune to be dominant the first few levels, just because damage shouldn't really be there for Swain early on.
Is it going to be
However,
AP Misfortune?
I can with 99% say that it's not gonna be AP Misfortune. And the only reason that being because they have Echo and Jax who already have some AP in their kit, so why would you go that? No, of course. Let's tell the team Misfortune.
It's the one and
being-
only reason.
Being way better, and it's not ARAM, so why would you go AP? I expect her to put pressure down early, but they do have a kill lane on the side of Team Baron. Because the chain CC that they have, especially once they are 6, I don't think Misfortune will really have a chance to stand still and ult here. Because Rakan can just jump forward, push her in the air, taunt her, Swain can follow up with the pull, everything, burst. It's gonna be a hard game for Nilan here to put down a good ult with all the threats that they have on the bot side. And yeah, it's a really good setup for Graves as well, because you know, Graves, just like CC, and that's all they have on that lane, so we'll definitely see Lapis move there if Nilan and Meloko dare to push that lane.
Both teams getting ready for this last final finito game between Team Drake and Team Baron. 2-0 up for Team Drake. Of course, we are switching around teams quite a lot, so it doesn't really mean that much at this point in time. 2 split push possibilities with the Jax and the Camille, so both teams looking to go for a 4-1 composition here, which leaves the other 4 to battle it out in the one of the 2 other lanes. Imagine Camille and Jax battle it out in the side lane. 2 questions: who wins between Camille and Jax later on in the game if they go even, which is very hard to say, but who wins the 4v4 in the other lane?
Between Jax and Camille, that is, as you said, pure skill matchup. It will depend on how good Mortar is able to use a dodge and when Electro chooses to jump in with the grapple. Have no idea who should have an edge in that fight, but I could say Camille might have a small edge because he can whittle you down a little bit with the W, but can't say that for sure. And the rest, I feel like the CC is in favor of Team Baron here, just because they have that heavy CC bot lane. They do have some utility with the Orianna as well, which they do not have for the Echo. So team play wise, they have an edge. But of course, Echo should be able to roam to the side lanes, put pressure there. So if Clonky is allowed to do that, then they will have the edge. Because it's not a bad shover, Echo. He can shove so hard with his Q. And with Kindred, you kind of initially want to invade the enemy constantly. So what I see here is that Clonky is going to shove that wave, immediately move into the jungle together with Shaman, and try to get those stacks up, get those kills. But we'll have to see if they can do that successfully, because of course Moonprince, Lapis, they do have that good communication, as we saw in game 1, where they totally shut down Clonky. And I don't think they will be giving up those Kindred stacks for free.
Ooh, we're gonna have to see which laners can get to the Kindred stacks first, and if Kindred can get and the laners can get ahead enough to actually start picking up the Kindred stacks in the enemy jungle, which of course after 4 stacks you're not going to find any more on your side of the map at all. So we're going to have to see if Kindred can actually get enough stacks to become the beast she is at 4, 8 and so on and so forth. Stacks ready to load into this third and final game between these 2 teams. 2-0 for Team Drake, but as we've said, teams have been swapped around. Doesn't really matter who's ahead at this point. What matters is who shows their best self in this final game. And then it's going to be really, really difficult for the training and management staff at Sector 1 to actually pick 5 winners, because up to now, I would not be able to choose. It's literally splitting hairs here.
Yeah, in the end, when you've managed to make it to the last 10 players of the 6 teams that started, in my eyes, you're already worth it to start with an academy team of this level. So it's gonna be a really tough choice for Sector 1. And with that being said, we are going straight into this last game of the Sector 1 Proving Grounds finals. Of course, as you said, score doesn't matter, but the hype of the game does. They've gave us such great games, and I can't imagine this one being any less. So take it away, Jack. Let's go into this beauty of a game.
Welcome everybody, welcome, willkommen, bienvenue, welcome everybody to the third final game. We're on the Rift, Summoner's Rift 5v5, of course, as we know, and these two teams are so ready to take on the final battle of this Sector 1 Proving Grounds. I don't think we're going to see any crazy shenanigans at this level 1, but I really hope we're going to see crazy shenanigans throughout this game. There are a lot of possibilities, a bit of a more special crazy draft jungle wise, and I think the first time that Electro has been able to pick up his Camille as well, so very interesting stuff in this third and final game, as we do see a slight I was gonna say aggression from Red Side here, as it does seem that they just back off. Great Wall of China versus Great Wall of China, nothing gonna happen, face off.
All I know that after this game, I've seen this Jack skin a few times now, and I'm gonna throw my wallet at the League client after this because that skin looks so sick. Must have
Which
it.
one?
The Jack skin. He
Let's
looks
have a-
just so tanky naturally, and he isn't. But that sound effect as well looks so amazing. Even though Nilan is swagging with the ultimate skin on Misfortune, I want that Jack skin. So Mortar, gift please.
Gift, please. The final game. Junglers starting at opposite sides of the map. Graves on his red buff gonna go for a full clear starting on the bottom side. Kindred gonna go in for a full clear starting top side. Both should be relatively fine doing so. And we have Moonprince versus Clonky. Once again, the final game between these two mid laners. And they're gonna want to show off their skills here. Clonky, we've seen him on Echo. Was it Tuesday or was it last week? I can't remember. And he played a really strong Echo game. So very interesting to see what they're going to be able to get out of this one, as Meloko gets knocked up, pulled back by the Swain, of course. And takes quite a lot of damage there. Not gonna go down, of course, but takes some damage.
And that is the danger, of course. Fancy Kip running that Guardian here, able to mitigate a lot of this damage, and that is what Nilan is trying to do. He tries to poke, he's running the Comet as well, but not sure if much of that poke will stick. If Fancy Kip is able to hit those Qs, get those shields up, then won't be that much of a threat here in the lane. Meanwhile, top lane keeps trying to put the pressure down on each other, and there another jump.
Another engage here by Fancy Kip. He's not going to be able to find the damage eventually onto Nilan. Gets ignited though, and they do find quite some damage. Eventually it goes down really low. Heal coming through. Fancy Kip gets ignited on his behalf this time. Not going to go down either, but they're going to go rather low here in this early part of the game, as topside battling it out.
Mortar making good use of the dodge field and stun. Meanwhile, Clonky getting the first gank from Shaman, but a quick flash from Moonprince. Make sure that does not end in disaster for him.
Really good flash by Moonprince. If he does not flash there, he's in a lot of trouble. Clonky, however, no mana, needs to back off here. Of course, has the teleport. He's gonna go for a base, a little bit of a reset here to come back with more HP, more mana. However, no, he looks like he's gonna stay in this lane. Flavai Meloko goes wide. Clonky playing with fire here in the mid lane.
Yeah, just doesn't want to lose any of that experience. Stays very long, and of course Lapis not being there to make any sort of dive happen on this mid lane. And meanwhile bot side, Mannequin Puts doing his best to farm, of course being pushed very heavily by Nilan, but that can't keep going forever because, you know, the heal has been blown and one more pull could be enough. Meanwhile, a gank on the top side.
Gank indeed on the top side as Mortar has to flash, but the flash from Lapis comes in as well. The sweep by Camille slows him down enough for first blood. A good block on the hook there by Rakan. Fancy Kip has the dash to get out of this one. Shaman with a gank gonna jump in underneath the turret. Not gonna take too much damage there. keeping his blue buff. That could have gone a lot worse for him.
They're not able to punish the play on the top side on the bot side here, and it eventually is Mortar who is the first one to fall here. Could be a game changer for this 1v1, because of course you want one to be able to be the master split pusher here. And for now Mortar still not giving any of his aggression up on Electro, still able to put the pressure down. We also see the Conqueror versus the Grasp of the Undying. Of course you can go in for a little proc, but Jack's able to mitigate that with his dodge. I'm not sure if you're winning that one now against the champion, but he doesn't have the flash, so if Lapis wants, he can just keep camping this top lane until Mortar can't do anything anymore against Electro. But for now, it does look like that first gank didn't really hurt him too much.
No, it looks like he's very fine as Clonky is level 6. Moon Prince not yet. The smoke screen from Graves, another gank from Lapis here. Clonky is gonna have to watch out. He uses his ult. Still has his flash as well, though Meloko is there gonna find the hook onto Graves. This is not looking really nice for him. Swain with the damage not gonna be enough, but look at that! Kindred goes down as well. They find a return kill. How does Kindred go so low? Well played by both sides here.
Especially, how is Clonky still alive?
That's a good
He
question.
used some moves there to juke everything, and it's insane that he gets out there. So well played by him, and eventually a whole squad moving there to make the play happen. And it's good that Meloko moves from his lane, because else could be in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, Kaput still being able to pressure Nilan here with the never move. Will get to some point where if he hits it, it's a definite kill. If they are able to get level 6 and FancyKip can chain his knockup with the... well, he will be dead, and Moonprince is gonna get nommed here by the wolf, and that's another kill for Kindred.
Moon Prince in a lot of trouble, and at the very end he walks back into Kindred because one, he knew he was gonna die, and two, his team is starting Drake. Didn't want to drag Kindred into the position to actually spot them out. As eventually Red Side, of course, realizing that with the bottom lane moving down there as well. Kindred has a stack topside scuttle. It's gonna be rather difficult for her to take it, as we see 4 of the blue side hovering around that.
And once again, the game fairly equal. 7 minutes to game, both teams 2 kills and both at 11k. So there's not really anyone taking over this game for now. We are starting to see some aggression in this bottom lane still. Kaput still searching those never moves, but the poke now coming through fairly well by Nilan, of course, stacking his tier, able to spam a lot with those abilities. And if it comes to the point where Menek is too low to do anything, but now big fight on the mid lane.
Shockwave from Moonprince gonna save his life for now, as Clonky is gonna use his ult once again with the collateral damage. It is gonna be enough kill for Moonprince there. 2, 1, and 0. 15 farm ahead, 2 kills ahead. It's looking good for him, and if we look at the gold here real quick, he's up 500 gold as Mortar's going hard in the top lane versus Electro. He gets that adaptive shield, which against Jax is a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's not as effective as you would think, because of course he does the mixed damage. So it's not as easy as it would against other champions who just do one sort of damage to her. Can not mitigate everything. And yeah, Lapis at the moment just being everywhere, making plays, and Shaman wasn't really in position to do anything on the top side to make a trade for that play. Did manage to invade a little bit here, but for now not really winning out on that one. First Drake went, of course, to Team Baron, and looks like Team Dragon is gonna pick up the first Herald of the game.
The edge of the stun there by Echo to find it on Orianna, as they almost find the engage onto Misfortune. Uses her bullet time, gets charmed on a turret. FancyKip, he's gonna have to juke out of the turret. Kaput is gonna go down. The return kill is a fact. Nilan picking up a 1-for-1 trade, which is decent considering the dive in position he was in.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Whoa, wow.
Meloko
That was close.
definitely looking for the hook there to keep them under the turret. Not sure if he Couldn't have used the box there to keep them in place, but eventually chooses not to, nearly missing the hook. And Mordor once again going hard on Electro,
Oh,
interrupting the jump.
Finds the stun at the right time. Electro needs to use his flash, but he flashes behind, almost jukes it. He's not gonna go down. Jukes the second turret shot to find a 1v1 kill. Easy.
That triumph coming in clutch for Mordor there, surviving the kill. Clean play by this guy, and that's basically the only way that he can ever kill Electro is by interrupting that jump with his dodge. So might have been a little bit of a misplay as well by him, but he gets it. He gets the kill, came back safely, of course, with the enhanced recall with the Herald, not losing as much time as he normally would. And if he can do that again, he can definitely put it down, take some plates, and really get that lead going. Because, yeah, a solo kill in the top lane in this matchup, that is not what you want to see when you're playing on your main champion.
It's going to be pretty damning for Electro as they find a hook on Menaka. Puts in the bottom lane. Did not know Thresh was going to be there. Gets burst down really simply. Kill for Nilam, number 2. And it's not looking great for blue side at this point. However, gold still dead even. So they should be fine.
Trades back and forward. Doesn't look like the bot lane of Team Baron is taking control here, but Lapas is moving down. He might want to take matters into his own hands. Of course, the previous dive from Menaka Puts was a little bit too deep, and when you trade 1-for-1, it is not really worth at that point, as you normally should be able to take the lead. Border being able to push in, hasn't put the Herald down yet. Probably gonna wait to take the whole turret. And meanwhile, Fancy Kip, as he has done last game, roaming a lot on these champions, making sure that they're always on their toes to make sure that they don't get ganked. And Clonky has been focused pretty hard by Lapis so far, so he's not really able to move to the side lane, do anything that an Echo would like to do. So for now, his spike has been stalled a little bit.
Echo zoning quite a lot here. Great shockwave onto 2 people. Not going to be enough damage though. Orianna doesn't really have items as the Lamb's Respite is going to be
Coming
called
in.
down. TP coming through. Miloko going low, and that's where Jax comes in. Gonna find stun onto Orianna. Shutdown though from Swain onto Kindred. He gets hooked. Is he going to be able to pick up some extra kills here? Finds the never move. No, doesn't find the Miloko flashing out of there. Menaka Puts just not enough damage there as Jax with another kill there for himself. They are going to start onto this Drake. It's a little bit risky with Miloko going rather low, but they should be fine. They don't have Smite. I
They
don't
can't do
know.
it.
There's no way they can do this. Maybe Miloko with a little bit of a heal.
Juggling. Clonky, the tank.
The tank coming in easy.
Wow, the clutch,
Well
clutch,
played.
they're screaming at Clonky there. Come help us, we can't tank Drake, we're gonna die. Gets in there, and eventually a clean win there for Team Dragon. Mordor also being able to pick up some more kills, and you see that this is not a fight anymore on the top side. He can just destroy Electro's Kami at this point. I'm not sure if there is any coming back from this. Without some help from Lapis, he really needs to impact this lane or play on his winning side, and not sure if there is any at this point. Of course, the lane's not over yet. There is only a slight gold lead on the side of Team Dragon after that last fight. Nothing that you can't turn back around, and they just need to play around their strength. The CC, as you can see here, a lot of damage on Clonky.
The stun from Clonky under turret. Fancy keep taking quite a lot of damage there because of that turret shot. Going down to more or less half HP. As they eventually do go down. Clonky not having his ultimate up yet. However, it is going to be up any second now. The Swain pick here is going to be difficult, I believe. Not that I don't like the pick in the composition, but versus an Echo, versus a Misfortune is going to stand way back versus Kindred who can jump. Are you ever going to really get off the insane ult that you want on Swain? Or is it going to be too difficult?
Well, to be fair, they don't have that much range in the comp of Team Dragon. The only one who will potentially outrange Menaka Puts is Misfortune with the ultimate, but I'm gonna hold that because Moonprince getting hooked here.
Great hook, great box, great damage. Meloko then just decides to not go for Moonprince anymore. Good call by him because his AD carry is in trouble. Nilan going low, Bullet coming through. Meloko, are you going to survive? No, Lapis finds the final damage to take him down. Another kill for the Graves as Klonky is now part of the fight. I'm going to find a stun there. Gonna play it safely and not over aggressively. Just a little kill there for blue side. They go for a reset.
Lapis playing a mean Graves this game, having a lot of impact everywhere on the map, being at the right place at the right time. And as we said, Miss Fortune probably gonna be the only one that will be able to outrange the Swain ult when she's able to use bullet time. But besides that, Kindred's range normally isn't that long, unless he is able to stack, and Jax, Echo and Thresh all need to be close range to do something, so Swain definitely gonna be able to utilize that healing on the ult. And of course the Zhonya gonna be able to stall so much time if they actually focus him. So I still believe that that pick is good, also damage wise, because they have a really good balance between AP and AD damage. They just need to make sure that they find the right fights and that they can engage with their CC, because they can chain it so well with this comp. But of course this top lane looking very grim for Team Baron, with his Jax being so strong. Still has the Herald on him. Will have to pop this very soon, and Klonky being engaged on, but able to time wind back to safety.
He's gonna ult away from that. It is the second Herald of the game, so he doesn't still have it. He has it on him again. So it is the second Herald for Jax here, picking that one up with his team a couple minutes ago. His first Herald was already popped, as it's looking pretty good for Team Drake here. The mid lane 2-1-3, bottom lane Miss Fortune 3-1-1. So it's pretty pretty good for red side here, as they are looking to move around this next dragon soon. 1 minute on the Ocean Drake. It is an Ocean Soul. I haven't talked on that a lot either. And yeah, they're gonna look to take this on both sides. They should be looking to take this. Teleport on Camille is up. Teleport on Jax is not. However, what happens if Camille teleports? Jax just pushes, I guess.
Jax will definitely be able to take a lot. Meanwhile, a little skirmish between Moonprince and Klonky. Moonprince being forced to use that shockwave here, and that is a big ultimate down for this dragon fight. Definitely a disadvantage for Team Baron here. Klonky wasn't pushed to use his ultimate, so the hope for them is that they can get a teleport play from Electro here to win this fight. But of course Mortar gonna take a lot from that on the top side, and they're already doing it, so Mortar is gonna keep the pressure up here.
Yeah, more keeping that pressure. Electro is forced to take a little bit of a reset there. Gonna back, get some items, get some health mana
There's
back.
that Herald, that was the danger.
Herald is gonna be popped in the top side of the map. Mortar gonna keep pushing onto this turret. His teleport, sorry, is up as well. As top side is being pushed, but blue does take this dragon, giving
They're
them
not backing. The charge is gonna go off on the turret. He's gonna almost break open the base.
this first inhibitor turret of the game is gonna go really low, as a lot of pings are gonna come through on this Gromp right now. Because of course Kindred has a little stack there, wants to pick that up, and
Oh, they all know it. There's a fight for the stack.
wow, this is a fight for the stack. Kindred does manage to pick it up eventually. Great knock up there by Rakan. He has a big charmed Lam's Respite coming down. Mortar goes low, but he's gonna get the heal, the undyingness from that Lam's Respite. Finds a 3-man stun, the kill, the Lantern out, and now Swain is part of this as well. Not really in position to do anything, however, as Nilan and Meloko, the heal coming through is the ignite. It is enough. Menikapuch picking one up. Bullet time, really good positioning, and together with Shaman they find the kill on Lapis, as Moonprince not part of the fight, and he is looking maybe to do something now. Chances are he is not able to chase. However, onto Nilan, Shockwave shutdown. He does find a kill. Good job by Moonprince, still picking that one up with his team.
Nilan kind of out of position there, else it would have been a 1-for-1, and the only reason for that being it is because Shaman did such a huge Lamp's Respite there. That was amazing into Mortar stun and the Lantern out. Really, really well played by them. They're just layering their ultimates like that. That was a clean play, and they did get a stack, I believe, as well for Kindred. Gotta check how many she has at the moment. She is at 3 stacks, so one more, and the first range buff will be coming in, if I can check it correctly here. She has 4 stacks. Sorry, I think she is already at, so that was very important for her.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why it was being pinged so much. She needed that 4th stack very desperately. As we see the rocket belt, oh my god, the damage from Clonky, is it going to be enough? No, the last auto attack not going to come through. The shield also from the Lantern, just to make sure, for a good measure. But that damage with the rocket belt, Echo is looking scary.
Eventually that assassin potential will be coming through on the champion, of course. That rocket belt, as you said, does so much damage and means he's so mobile. You often do not expect him to be able to reach you. But of course, with that extra distance, he can do that and put the burst down as well. But both sides looking strong at the moment. There is a slight gold lead on the side of Team Dragon because of that last fight. But still enough threats on Team Baron to take this game over again. Just Electro has been put very far behind. Not sure when he will ever be able to deal with Mortar, who is 2 levels above her. Has to respect it here. Cannot really handle this. Must defend under the turret and try to outplay if he would ever threaten to dive here. But that shouldn't be the case. Of course, Mortar knowing that he can throw it just as fast as he's taken the lead. So a lot of respect between these players.
Well, Mortar does go in for a little bit of a trade there. Gonna win that, and as you said, he can throw it away just as easily as he's taken the win. Not that he's taken the win easily, but he can throw it away easily, especially against the Camille, who under tower can just dodge quite a lot of abilities, of course, with her ultimate, with the stun on the tower, and it looks like Red side is going for a Baron play here.
They're doing it super fast, of course, with the Kindred and Misfortune. You have those 2 AD carries, continuous damage for days, but the teleports are coming in. This might be a fight.
So many pings, so many teleports. Jax is all on his own. He's gonna get taken down. He gets shut down. Goes to Menikeputs, and that's a great fight for blue side here, as red side now 2 people basing. Misfortune not gonna be able to do anything. Echo not in position. And they are gonna look to push into this mid lane turret. He just gave away a kill. Communication probably not on point there. Extra gold for Menikeputs. Swain.
He doesn't only lose his life, but also his teleport, which means he will not be able to join his team for the next dragon fight. And if the team of Team Baron can pick this up, they will be at soul point for that Ocean Soul, which is of course huge if you want to go for late game and get that stacking buff. But there is an answer from Team Dragon. They are threatening with the Baron, immediately starting it out, but this is a 4v5, so this might be a 1 fight for Team Baron.
This is not the best thing to do for them, but maybe they can find some kills here. The bullet time gonna come through, shut down onto Echo. That's a huge kill here as Menikeputs and Electro go for the chase. Fancy Keep is gonna go closer and closer. Electro goes down really fast there. The kills are not gonna be falling. Menikeputs, the damage is enough to find 1 with Moonprince. They're gonna keep chasing onto Nilan. Meloko going super low. Jack should be somewhere behind them. There he is, behind the minimap on my screen. As they're gonna leave it at that, finding 3 kills for 1.
And that was definitely some disrespect towards Team Baron. They knew Mortar was not gonna join the fight, and they start the Baron 4v5. They see them running towards them and they peel off too late. Eventually the engage too strong. Clonky not being able to chrono break, they're just being CC'd to death. And now it's Team Baron taking it all, taking the fight, and now trying to take the dragon, but Clonky trying to stall.
Clonky is gonna try and stall, uses his ultimate very soon in the fight. The ward is in the pit, they're not gonna be able to find the steal. Mortar going low, uses the lantern to get out of that one, as Drake number 3 is picked up for blue side. 3 dragons to 1. Soul point on an Ocean Soul here, and they're even in gold, so this could turn the tides of the game into their favor once again.
And this is such a waterfall effect for Team Baron here. Gonna hold that on because Clonky might be in trouble here. Electro going so ham here, and easy pickup for him. Camille getting back into the game. He might have to say no to Mortar, but he's saying yes to Clonky.
Wow, he is saying no to Mortar now, but I don't know if he's still gonna say no to him at this point, picking up 2 kills for himself by now. 2, 3, and 3. He's behind a couple CS, and if we look at the goal difference here, he's behind 1.3k still, so Jack still has quite a big lead, but if you look at the damage that Camille can do, it could start getting really close as they find maybe a pick on the Thresh here. The damage going to come through. Lantern for the shield, not going to be enough. Another kill for Menike, put 6, 3, and 4 by now. It is a strong Swain at this point, and he's only going to get stronger.
And this is, as I said, a waterfall effect. They first get the pick on Jax, who used his TP at the wrong time. They managed to win the fight 4v5. They managed to get the Drake of the bed, and now they managed to get kills in the side lane with Camille, so everything is starting to go into their favor just because they are always one step ahead now, and it looks like Team Dragon is not really able to regroup and say, boys, we're gonna reset the map, we're gonna make the play as a team as we did before and make sure that we keep this game in our hands, because at the moment the gold team has been totally annihilated, even a little bit in favor of Team Baron. And in 3 minutes, there is an Ocean Soul spawning, so they really need to prepare for this. They need to make sure that they get a pick before it, or they get the vision right. But that they have the advantage there, because if they lose it, this game is heavily in favor of Team Baron.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close game nonetheless, as I'm actually interested to see Kindred's stacks here. But the game lets me... Please, game? Hello? Please, can I... Okay, game's not letting me. I think she's on 5-6 stacks at this point in time. We have a 4-2 for Orianna, 6-3 for Swain. A lot of strong magic damage carries on their side. And on the other side, we have a bit of mixed damage everywhere, I guess. So Kindred's strong and Echo is strong. Jax is strong and Misfortune is strong. So there's a lot of damage coming from basically everybody on their side. And right now, I'm interested to see what Camille can actually do in this split push versus Jax. And she is behind, but it is a Camille. So she could possibly take him down.
We'll have to see how that 1v1 matchup go. I'm really curious because, of course, the levels have been closed up. Mortar was 2 levels above Electro at some point, but they're both level 50 now, so they are gonna be fighting with equal weapons again. Really exciting to see how that goes, because if Electro is able to beat Mortar now, that is gonna be so huge for Team Baron, that they have the side lane under control. But now Lap is checking the brush here.
Oh, that was so close. If that hook landed, that would have been an easy kill on Lapis into vision control for them for this next Drake, spawning in 1 minute and 20 seconds. As we said, Team Baron on 3 Drakes at this point. And they need 1 more, of course, to find the Ocean Soul for them. That's just going to help the Camille as well in the split push. Going to be able to take some trades, going to be able to heal up, retrade, heal up, retrade, heal up, and so on and so forth. And of course, at this point, if they do go for a continued fight, not sure who would win between the two. And both teams going for a reset to fight for this next Ocean Drake.
For now, Jax was a really important part of why Team Dragon was strong, since he has been shut down a little bit with the misplays in the mid game. It has gone in favor of Team Baron, so have to see, of course. Nilan playing the Misfortunes is so important that he is able to land that dream bullet time where he hits multiple people without being threatened himself, which is very hard when you're playing against Fancy Kip's Rakan, because he can reach you so easily. Meanwhile, Team Dragon is able to put up the vision and get into the position to really threaten this dragon, and this means that Team Baron has to go forth, and the fight can happen here. It's gonna be a 5v5 as Electro's teleport comes in.
The Electro teleport gonna come in. Clonky finding the stun. Needs to use his ult here. Orianna gonna go down really early in this fight. Shutdown bullet time is huge there as well, as Shaman finds the kill as well onto Fancy Kip. Double kill Camille going down. This is not looking great for blue side, but we still have Menikaputs in the backline. He uses
he's
ultimate,
strong.
he finds a kill. One more never move is there. The double kill for him coming through. Shaman going low. Now Lapis joining in on the fight as well. Not going to be enough. It's a 3v1 situation, and this is not going to be the soul for blue side. It's going to be taken away from them. And also Baron is up. They could possibly do this. However, it looks like Echo's going for a base, but it is being pinged.
Beautiful engage by Clonky. They're being able to pick off Moonprince before the fight
flank.
can start, and he wasn't even able to use the shockwave there. So that's a great chain CC by them, and that wins them the fight effectively. Because you see Menikaputs able to 1v2 the bot lane. He is so strong, but he just isn't able to carry it on his own without the Orianna. And it is Team Dragon that ensures the soul not goes to them, but now they might be in trouble.
The Baron is not going to be for them. Shaman going to be maybe picked off here. Uses the Lantern to get out. Klonky 1v2 situation. Has his ult. Great use of that to find the extra damage. Knocked up. Lapis in a lot of danger. Gets the kite eventually. Klonky not finding the kill. A lot of pings going here. Teleport coming in. Jax in the backline. Should be able to find the jump. No, he gets stopped actually by the knockup. Gets ulted by Camille. He's stuck in the Camille ult. Cannot take the Lantern. Finds it eventually. Also thanks to the Lantern and of course the shield on his items there. Getting him to safety and finding his way back to his own team.
That was almost the second time Mortar did an oopsie with his teleport. Lands in the 1v4 where even though you are Jax, you don't want to be there. They have so much damage on both sides, so once you are a little bit out of position, you can be punished immediately, and that punish is a 100-0 if you're not careful. So he's going back into the side lane, no teleport available on both top laners. They will probably meet each other there, however, looks like Moonprince is the one who is on the side to stop Jax in the push. And everything is gonna reset until that next objective comes up. Not sure if any of these teams will threaten the Baron, because that is a huge throw at this point, as long as the other team is up and has vision. So next fight probably in 3 minutes for that soul again.
Yeah, both teams are gonna try and farm up, I assume, as much as they can right now to get even stronger than they are for the next fight here. Should be coming up in, as you said, a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes for the next Drake. However, the Meloko missing the hook happens to the best of us, and they do clear around Baron, so the fight could be breaking out even earlier than we are anticipating here, because of course Baron is up. However, it looks like they're just going for the Vision Wars and backing off once again.
This again, Clonky in trouble.
The fight between Electro and Klonky. Great Sonya's there
Nice
by Klonky,
juke.
stopping the ultimate. Not going to go through. It is on
Wow.
cooldown. I had no idea that interaction worked like that, but really well played by Klonky to
That was
get that out.
clean timing from Clonky there. You just have to do it at the right time. And normally it's Camille who jukes something from the enemy with her ult, but this time it's the other way around, just juking that ultimate with the Sonya. Never seen it before. So Clonky teaching us all how you need to play against Camille, because else he would have been dead for sure. And that would have given the team of Team Baron an opportunity to go for the Baron here in the 5v4. So very important that that outplay happens there. We will still pushing in those lanes, making sure that the waves are in your favor. Also see some serious CS numbers going up for those top laners. 266 for the Jax. Of course, there has been a lot of fighting as well. And meanwhile, 1 minute 20 seconds for the Dragon. Time is running out. Not much vision from either sides there, so they're going to move up to prep that. And hopefully getting the first pick for their team.
And if Red Side once again wins the fight and picks up the Drake, that'll mean that both teams are going to be on 3 dragons. Both teams are going to be on Soul Point, and that's going to mean that both teams are really, even more than now, going to want to go for that Drake after that, as they are setting up the Vision. The Vision War has commenced between these teams back and forth. They are in position. Teleport on Camille is up, however on Jax it is not up at this point. Might be up in time though for this next dragon.
This is the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a pink ward war. They're going for it. Must ward the brush for my team. Cannot let it happen. And of course, this is that ocean map where you have the extra brush in the dragon pit. So you always need to make sure that your pink ward is there, else they might sneak a ward in it. And it opens a possibility for a steal. However, I don't think any of these teams are going to risk the flip here. They will ensue the fight. And that's the question, who will be able to go first? Clonky searching for Moonprince again.
Oh, the Zonya's not great. Shockwave does connect. Fancy keep going really low. Bullet time coming through, not the greatest this time. Look at Medic puts in the backline. Look how low the entire red team is. Are they going to find the kills? 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Should be coming soon. Meloko down as well. And now it's only Mortar surviving here. Echo is running around in the river with Graves. Meanwhile, great stopwatch by Electro this time around. Never move coming through. Jax going down. Echo based, teleport coming in. I have no idea if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Clonky teleporting, running the heck away from there. He thought he could do more, was not possible for him, as Electro and his team are going to be able to pick up this Ocean Drake. Looking at Baron right now, Clonky still has his ultimate up, gonna dash over the wall here. It's gonna be enough to escape, should not be able to take a steal here, and it's gonna be Ocean Soul and the Baron and the fight all going to blue side here. This is a huge moment in the game.
And look at the gold, it's super equal, but now the soul has been taken by Team Baron and the Baron as well. So the name buff coming in strong,
The name buff.
hitting him with the name buff. And there were some questions about Medicaputs before if his Swain was gonna be able to do something in this fight, but as you've seen, Swain is huge. They're not able to deal with them. If they pile, he can just pop his ult, pop his Zonya. Nothing you can do about it. So much damage, and he just carries it through the fight. He's 11 in 4. He was shut down at some point, but is fully back, even though he's 100 CS behind Nilan's MF. There is nothing that Nilan can do at this point to hurt this Swain, because he's just too strong, he's too beefy. And really hard time for Team Dragon to get back into this game. Even Mortar, I'm not sure if he can deal with Electro, because he's 1 level down at this point, which is something we haven't seen this game before. So Team Baron definitely in the driver's seat now.
Yeah, really good job so far as well by Electro coming back. He was 2 levels behind, now 1 level up. And despite being 100 CS down, Swain versus MF, he is more than 1,000 gold ahead than Misfortune. Actually, it is close to 1,000 gold at this point. Anyways, he is ahead in gold despite being down so much farm, as they do look for the engage on Lapis. He should be going down the heals. The shields are going to come through. Look at Manic and look at the damage in the backline. They do eventually find the kill on Graves, but it took so long. Shaman is not going to survive this. Now the battle between Electro and Clonky. Clonky is never going to survive this. Going to look for the dash, but of course, Camille has that dash as well. It's going to be an ace for them. Close to clean ace. They found the pick onto Lapis. They went super hard onto him, but with the shield bow, with the damage, with the tankiness innate to Graves' kit, it took so long for them to take him down. And meanwhile, Medicaputs, Moonprince fixing it in the other backline, finding the damage, finding the kills, closing out the game. And it's a win for blue side here after picking up the Soul, the Baron, the fight, and another fight. Next is broken. GG, both teams.
If there is one game that you wanted to see as a final for these Proving Grounds, then it was this game. It was so close, even till the end. Everything could go every way. It wasn't written in the stars who would win this, and everyone has been waiting for this moment the whole day. We have seen a lot of Kutses in the chat, Stern, Medicaputs, and he is, in my opinion, a deserved MVP for this match on the Swain. So well played, shown us how strong this champion is pick and be, and that was it. That was the final of these Proving Grounds. Thanks for Sector 1 for hosting this. The players have been